Hey everyone, welcome to another video. Posting up another Horus Jungle video here. If you haven't seen my last one or you don't feel like watching two Horus Jungle matches, this one will still cover everything that you need to know in terms of how I'm playing Horus Jungle right now. Another good match that ends up kind of turning on its head at some point and the enemy team kind of gives in, so can't do much about that. But up to that point we have a pretty good match. Still showing some of the things that you can pull off with a Horus Jungle. We're going to be going some attack speed, Golden Blade, Berserkers, Shoguns, Protector of the Jungle, things like that. Normal start for him. Mid fight is going to be very strong. Make sure we're fighting level 2 pretty hard in that mid. We're looking for a fight there for sure. I have not tried to pull off like a level 2 early gank over in duo. It'd be interesting to try. Maybe we'll try that in another video. I do won the wave for some wave clear. You could try just basic attacking and hitting a full combo, but I'm just worried about not clearing the minion wave. This mid fight here with Horus at level 2 is very strong for a kill. You're one of the most dangerous gods in the game at level 2, especially since we're building power in with the jungle. Don't be afraid to stick around too. Like, if you've poked out their mid or their jungle a little bit and they're hanging around, definitely hang out and go for a kill. Here Zeus is low, and we just do so much damage that it's going to be very hard for them to live through that. So we waited for our blink. We got our blink on him. He should have backed up in a tower since Sook wasn't there, but I just don't think, it's just one of those things where it happens so quick you're not thinking about how much damage and lockdown Horse is going to do to you. Plus the full wave was coming. It was just a good opportunity. Horse's wave clear early definitely is lacking. Sook does get ahead of me a little bit at the start of this match just because his farm potential is higher. But that's why we do go into Golden Blade. That way his clear is much better. Trying to look for a kill here, and basically I was looking for King Arthur to overcommit and kind of kill himself, but he doesn't. I'm not a huge fan of backing to base until we have Golden Blade, if we can help it. This is definitely a dangerous time to fight though, because we don't have a ton of mana, and if thought there's somebody's not around us, so where we can't fly out, we're gonna be an easy kill. So you gotta be a little cautious about that. You got an interrupt for the oracles, which is nice. It still takes a while to kill them without Golden Blade, but definitely don't want to use your stun on minions if you don't have to, because that's your escape and your lockdown if they try to come at you. So I would recommend as much as you can to not use your stun on jungle caps. I mean, early you're going to kind of have to, but if you're in a situation where you don't absolutely need to, then just hold your stun. Duo's pushed up on tower. We had to try to do something over here. I wasn't just going to let them continue to be up on tower. I was holding my knock up to try to catch his dash, like as it started, but he does get away here. We kept our blink and everything. We end up not needing it. We get shell out. Free kill for us, so that ended up being a really good rotation. Medusa does a nice job throughout the whole match, pretty much. Quite nice to have a competent carry on your team. Alright, so now we've got Golden Blade, so we back. Now we can start actually clearing. Definitely use your Windgust for clearing. Like I said, try to save your stun. Early on, use it, but especially if you're in your own jungle. That's one thing, but definitely if you're outside your own jungle, don't try to use it much. Sorry to keep harping on that point, but I think I forgot to pick up an obelisk thing there. Or is that my ward? I can't tell. Not quite sure. Recorded audio for this as I was playing, and then I guess I didn't have voice share on, so none of it stayed. So here I am, talking to you guys now. See, here Sook's been doing a good job clearing. We're a little bit behind him, but we did get that early gank in duo, plus we got the kill in mid, so I mean, we've been doing things. So I'm definitely okay with that. I couldn't believe King Arthur built Sovereignty first item. I don't think I've seen that in a solo laner. He went Bluestone, so I get he wanted protection right away. And they nerfed Mystical Mail, so that kind of makes sense, but I really can't say I've seen a Sovereignty start. Maybe a streamer or somebody's done that, or maybe that was just that King Arthur's way of playing that, but I saw he had Sovereignty, and I was like, okay. I'm not really looking to go fight a King Arthur or Sovereignty anytime soon. So next item I typically build is Berserkers. I do hate how expensive it is, and how little power it gives until you actually get it fully upgraded. I mean, it is so strong though that getting it up this early is pretty awesome. But it definitely slows down your game. I would say if you wanted to build Brawlers as your next item here, I would totally be cool with that too. To get that flat pen early, plus a little bit more power. I like getting the attack speed up, so for me it's Berserkers, but if you find that that doesn't work well for you and you'd rather get that flat pen, some more power early, then go ahead and go into Brawlers. I don't really agree with Jotuns too much. I don't like building it unless I'm going to go full damage on my character. I just don't think there's room in a build for it. Or like, for example, like if we were end game and we wanted some more cooldown, we'd sell Golden Blade for Jotuns maybe. At the very end game. You know, like let's say we don't buy Breastplate, let's say we get Spectral or something else that we might need if their carry's good and is running crit. You know, then maybe go ahead and sell your Golden Blade for a Jotuns at that point. Even though it seems counterintuitive to build Jotuns late. See right now, like if my cooldowns are up, I could have killed Suki, but I didn't want to overcommit to Zeus, considering it was me against a Zeus and an Atlas, and Suki's diving. I was just being patient. Sucks that we're out of mana here, and I didn't really want to fight in the Kyle drops, but I was like, well, fuck it. We have some attack speed. I just didn't want to fight here with Sook because it just didn't seem worth it. I know Athena wanted to, but like I don't have a slow because I didn't have mana, so I was like, this isn't really like I don't really have anything to kill him with. Horus is pretty mana efficient. You definitely don't need much on him. When I build Shoguns, that's the only MP5 I need. You don't really run out at all. He's just not that kind of god that's really mana hungry. So I find Shoguns is really all that you're going to need throughout the entire match. And if someone on your team is already building Shoguns and you feel like you don't want to repeat Shoguns, I'd probably go into Onis or Genjis. Still, I would still stay in that tree, because that's still going to be your only MP5 item, and you're going to want magic defense. So you're kind of double dipping, like, hey, this is my MP5 item that I'm building. It's the only one you're going to have, you know, unless you're forced into a Spectral or a Breastplate or something. I would say if you know for sure you're going to build Spectral or Breastplate, then you could switch out into a Bulwark or something like that. I was surprised how hard I hit King Arthur there. I guess Sovereignty is all they had, and I do have, you know, Horus does have flat Panner or Protection Shred on us too, which is fully maxed out at that point. But I was still surprised at how much damage King Arthur took from me. I think they were going for the invade on blue, and he thought Suki was going to get there sooner. And so I think that was just kind of a misplay by him of the timing of when Tsukiyomi was going to be there, and how hard I'd smash him in the face. So, kind of a combination. Anyways, so to go back to what I was saying, so if you know for sure that you're going to go into a Spectral or a Breastplate, I would say you could probably go into that magic defense tree of a Bulwark or a Pestilence or something like that. But if you're not going to be doing that, then you definitely want to get your MP5 item from that tree. Sorry if you hear some kids stomping around in the background. We're just looking for farm here. I'm always looking out for a kill, but I don't like trying to force things because you just don't know like where people are at, like gold wise, or you know, if they're not wanting to fight. Obviously, if a lane is overextended or low, then you go ahead and head over there. Like right here is a perfect opportunity to just play something like, okay, we need to fight. I do not know why Thoth and Athena did not come with me here. This is a 3-person kill. Like, I don't die, and all 3 of them die if Thoth and Athena ult in with me. I'm not sure if they didn't see me ult, or why they didn't come with me, but that really sucked. That was just like, I landed and there was nobody else, and I was like, you've got to be kidding me. Like, that sucks. So some games I go into Shoguns next, some games I go into Brawlers. This is a game that our team was like, we weren't behind. I felt like we had pretty good kill potential against a Zeus, so I wanted to be able to kind of smash Zeus if I ran into him again. So we do go Brawlers next. Farming is pretty nice at this point. I've been switching back and forth between Xbox and PlayStation in terms of playing, and most times it's not a problem. But this game, you'll see, I'm going to start missing abilities that, like, I just shouldn't miss, and I feel like part of it was the differences in the controllers. Like, we're just throwing off. Like, I've been playing a lot of Xbox the past week. I haven't been playing much PlayStation, and I switched. And I mean, sometimes you just miss, right? I'm not perfect, but I definitely felt like it was part of the problem. So you see us absolutely delete Zeus there, which is what you can do with Horus Jungle most of the game. But like I said, end game, it's just I have not been able to get it to work. Like, going Hydras on Horus feels so good. Like, Hydras on Horus feels amazing. Until you get to late game and then you don't one-shot them and you just get blown up and you're like, fuck. So that kind of stinks. See, like right there, like me missing that stun on, like, that's a kill. If I hit that stun, that's a kill. And it sucks that I missed it. Now, King Arthur's an annoying little spinny, whirling dervish anyways. I was like, okay, you know what, dude? I'm just gonna walk up and start hitting you, because forget this. People aren't usually afraid of Horus's basic attacks, so I feel like you can pull that off a few times in a match where they're just like, well, wait a second here, why is he hitting me so fast? Like, you know, it's just not something people normally build on him. So sometimes you just get to walk up and basic attack him. I mean, it's nice, he does have the slowness kit with his Wind Gust, so, you know, between your stun, your cleave, your knock up, your Wind Gust, you have plenty of opportunity to hit basic attacks without having to build a slow into your kit, or into your items. He's definitely not somebody that needs a Frostbound or a Hastened in order to, you know, successfully have a attack speed type build.
Be careful middle. Take this jungle buff.
I gotta say though, I am Really been enjoying my attack speed on Horus. Even in solo lane, I've been building a little bit of attack speed. I've not been doing Golden Blade though in solo. I just don't think it. I don't think it's like terrible. I just don't think it's great either. On Horus, I mean. Other gods, sure. Like Arachne. I gotta post an Arachne solo game here soon. Mass post one up. It's funny, I posted what? If you go back in my channel, you'll see. Holy cow, guys. Alright, let's pause for a second. So, if you're able to walk up to somebody as Horus jungle, do not try to stun them like I just did. I think I do that maybe 2 or 3 times this game. The whole point you're dashing in to stun them is so that you can get in close so that you're in range of your knockup, right? But if you're already next to them and can knock them up, just knock them up and then stun them once they've landed. Makes a lot more sense. So we basically end up dying because we have to go way over commit on Zeus. And then we have nothing for Sook. Like, Sook's just really strong, I guess, until late game. Like, we don't really want to try to one-up Sook until later, especially if he doesn't have his ult up. But yeah, basically, if you're able to walk up to somebody, walk up and knock them up. It's going to be way better. And honestly, sometimes even I don't miss the stun, or like I feel like I don't miss the stun, but like sometimes the game mechanics, it's so weird. I don't know the interaction with Horus, but like especially against Cuckoo, the snake one, not Kukulkan, but Kukulkan or whatever, Kukulkan. I find that it sometimes it feels like I just go directly through them, like they were like they have Phantom Veil for player characters, like collision metrics or something. I don't really know. It's weird. So we're gonna go into Shoguns here. So we're gonna have quite a bit of attack speed. If you, for some reason, don't want to go into Shoguns, you still do need an MP5 item, so you're gonna want to go into either Genjis or Onis at that point. Or if you just don't agree with building magical defense, because you're gonna have enough physical defense in your kit, then I would recommend you go Hydras. Hydras is so good on Horus, but as good as it is, I've found my way going away from it for some reason. I don't know why that is. And also, no excuses here, but I've been switching back and forth between Xbox and PlayStation, and it's really been messing with me healing abilities on the console sometimes, I feel like. I'm not making a total excuse. Sometimes I just miss things like on that Zeus. But God, I hate missing. I do love Horus's movement though. Like, you can really get yourself in some dangerous situations with Horus, and because of his fly out, you know, you have such a good out. I thought we were gonna have to ult to kill this Zeus here. Thought that was a nice job. I don't think Alice has any idea where the hell we went. Yay, attack speed. Not gonna lie, that was a sloppy fight. But, we got the job done. And what's crazy is, like, you see this game, right? Like, I'm not exactly nailing everything here. Now just imagine on how much we've been dominating them, or how much we would be dominating them if I was actually like hitting everything. We'd be destroying them in these team fights, and I'm really feeling, and luckily my team is picking up the weight for me, because I should be doing a lot better than I am. I'm not gonna 100% blame the console switch. I'm just gonna give it a partial blame. Maybe like a 20%. And I'll take 80 for being terrible. Alrighty, so we're back for Shoguns. Again, if you don't believe in Shoguns or you don't believe in building magical defense, go Hydras here. I think you should be building magic defense. If you're going to go a Spectral or a Breastplate next, you could also skip this for a Pestilence or a Bulwark of Hope. Or even a Talisman of Energy, you know, for like a team buff. All 3 really good magic defense items. Runic Shield I also would agree with. I would not go Enchili, it just doesn't give enough magic defense. or Cat Shield. Shock was building Cat Shield here, so I didn't need to build it. But again, you're only going to want to build any of those number of items if you're going to have some MP5 on your last item. Horus is not mana hungry, but he needs some MP5. So just make sure you have it somewhere in your kit. Even a breastplate probably is enough. Or a spectral. I do end up going breastplate in this game because I wanted the cooldown. And Shock again had Caduceus shield, so I didn't need to build that. What I would probably do most games is if you get far enough, or the game goes long enough where you're selling Golden Blade, I would be selling Golden Blade for probably Caduceus shield. I don't think endgame you should be looking for a pure damage item. And for me personally, I always like building my junglers whenever I can, especially as a warrior, with some kind of auras or some kind of team buffing thing, you know, just to give the team some extra utility in a team fight. So I think after this last fight, I think Atlas gave up on this game. I don't know if he leaves Fountain again. I mean, it's 23-10, but like, this is a very close game. Maybe he goes one more team fight, I'm not sure, but I think part of the problem was their carry was not doing well against Medusa, and he just kind of quit on him, which sucks. I might post another video where their support doesn't quit. And I mean, and Zeus was getting wrecked too. I mean, we're level 19, Zeus is 15. That's a huge problem. Tsukiyomi was doing Goldman. He's same thing, level 19 to me, but just the level diff alone between the teams right now is just huge. And like I was saying, I don't really know, like, this game just kind of flipped, you know, where like we won a few fights, or maybe they weren't farming effectively. Things just started to go badly. But regardless, we're at least showcasing here what some of the things that this Horus jungle can do. And in case I haven't mentioned this once, I probably already have, there definitely is not a set build here. Core items, again, Protector of the Jungle, Golden Blade, Berserkers, Brawlers. What you sell Golden Blade for and what your next two items I think are going to be completely up to you. Shoguns, definitely I like quite a lot. But if you want to try out Hydras, see if you can make it work, great. Yeah. We don't quite end yet, fortunately. Yay, attack speed. I don't think we realized at this point that Alice had AFK'd, where we could have just gone and ended. You know, we were still playing like the match was actually going on. Also, don't be greedy. Going for that last Phoenix sometimes, I feel like that's where you end up getting wiped, and then you kind of give the enemy team like an in. You know, we cleared a whole lot of towers, 2 Phoenixes, go spend some gold. I feel like a ninja slapping those minions so hard. Or so fast. That's so hard.
Your right tower is under attack.
Can't you just see him going like, hiya, hiya, hiya? I don't know why. I think it's because his wing gust is so like, or wing gust is like wing melee attack so like exaggerated. It's kind of funny looking. It feels like they're like, you're not supposed to play Horus attack speed because it's we didn't really build his animation for that. See how like graceful and nice he looks when it's like going slow and his wings are like slowly moving around. It looks so graceful and like a ballet dancer. And then this just looks chaotic. Like we're breaking the game somehow. But definitely feel free to overcommit. If you have your ult up, just understand if you the minute you see anyone else like in a situation where you're this deep being basically like an idiot, just don't hesitate, just get out. Use your ult and get out. You'll make it out most times if you do it early.
I'll attack the gold fury.
Okay.
I mean, his ult's strong, it's good, but it's not like if you don't have your ult in that team fight, it's not like it's catastrophic. Whereas, you know, someone like a Tsukiyomi
Attack the gold.
definitely wants his ult in that team fight. Horus and Tsukiyomi are definitely my two favorite gods right now that I like playing around with. I still do love my ESET support. Zeus and Medusa I also like, but Tsukiyomi and Horus are probably my two favorite gods right now.
I need the jungle buff.
I don't know why Shuck ends up wanting this. I should have just taken, but like we were ahead, I didn't want to
Jungle buff.
rock the boat. Like, okay, whatever. I guess you need it, Shuck.
Take this jungle buff.
Then he's so slow to get it. Like, Jesus Christ. Either get it or don't.
Attack left lane. Attack the fire. Attack the fire giant.
Fire giant.
Then Athena grabs it.
Enemy
Oops.
missing.
I feel bad for Suk that he seemed to be the one trying the hardest on their team.
Not a problem. Attack the fire giant.
I mean, I feel like Atlas should have kept playing. I mean, they have a Zeus after all. As easy as Zeus is to dive and kill, like, if Zeus gets off one chain lightning detonate on a backline, like, they all die. And then you win the fight and then possibly the game. So, just, you know, just ranked foolishness.
Extra plating for my wings.
I do post all my videos to ranked games, and sometimes the toxicity makes it seem like posting casual games might almost be the way to go at some point.
Retreat. Enemy missing middle.
So Phoenixes were coming up. I thought it was fine to back. We had our glyph, which is a huge upgrade. I mean, that's
Attack middle lane.
so much defense.
Fortune favors.
Breastplate glyph is just so good. I really don't even like building breastplate, honestly. Like right here, like I feel like I shouldn't be, but like the glyph is just so good that I'm like, how can I not like get breastplate? Like it's so good.
An enemy has been slain. That was a bit too easy. Oh, evil fall.
So we had a good team. It's pretty cool. I'll see if I can get another good Horus jungle game to post for you guys. But I just wanted to get this up and just show you how I do it and some of the things that I do. Like I said, biggest things, takeaways from this game are if you get close enough to somebody, just knock them up. Don't go for the stun. Don't try to fight the enemy jungle early if just know your bad matchups. Tsukiyomi's one of them. So is Arachne. You don't want to fight like an Arachne early, so Horus, don't be stupid. But other gods you can. So anyways, here it is. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you on the next one.